So with the advancements of technology like a smartwatch, we're able to get insight like our heart rate. We can also get our sleep, but you have to wear this in order to do that. Sleep is one of the most important things that the body needs. Do you have any type of device that you like to wear to go to bed to keep track of your sleep, your health? Are you into your health? You like to track your health? I like to track my health. But what if I told you that you can go to sleep without a smartwatch and still get the optimizations that a smartwatch offers? I say not wearing your smartwatch, what I mean is you can get a little system like this right here. This is by Somndeep. It is a smart sleep optimization system. So this is supposed to track everything without wearing something. So you just set this up next to your bed and it's supposed to track you. I don't know how this works and I'm really curious. I'm ready to get this thing unboxed and see how this thing works. Now saying that, I love taking gadgets. I really do. I love taking gadgets. I like products, period. And I review a lot of different products on this channel. I am a multi-niche channel. If you like honest reviews and really and truly in-depth honest reviews, don't forget to like and subscribe because that's what I'm here for. And for full disclosure, Somdeep did reach out to me to do a review on this. And because I like tech and gadgets, I couldn't pass it up, especially because I am so health conscious. About my health, being disabled and everything. I like to keep track of all my health and every aspect of my health. Okay, like I said, the company is called Somdeep. This is a smart sleep optimization system. No wearables, all night protection, smart alerts, sleep enhancing soundscapes, which is going to be like, I'm going to assume that's going to be music like rain and birds chirping, whatever. Safe and reliable, and a soothing sleep light. So on my smartwatch, I can come right here, click the button, and it gives me my sleep score, tells me how much I was asleep, my deep sleep, everything else right here on my watch. And that's one of the biggest reasons why I have a smartwatch. I don't worry about my steps and all that on the watch. I use other features of it, which if I don't have to go to sleep with this, I mean, it's pretty bulky, but I do like this during the day and everything else that I do. But if I can go to sleep without this and just leave this on charge, man, that would be so nice. So presentation is pretty nice. You do get your user manual right here. It's not a very thick manual and it is all English. So I'll actually have to go through this and read a little bit on this and see how it actually works. So there's the device itself right there. I don't know if they're tap buttons or if it's all app control, but that's the music. That is the light. It is magnetic. So you put this wherever you need to put this at right here. And then this right here just magnets to it. Okay, so what we get in the accessories box is some 3M sticky tapes right here. We get 2 magnets, and then we get the USB-A to USB-C charger right here. These magnets right here are gonna go on the back of here. And I'm gonna take it that they're gonna stick somewhere, like you put that, and then you stick it. That's gonna go on the wall, and then this is gonna go on here. That way it just, everything holds there. And then of course you can literally move this in a couple of different directions back here. You do have a swivel on the back side. So on the back of the box, there is a QR code. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna download the app real quick. Okay, so I downloaded the app, did all the registration, and so now here's what it's asking for. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna plug it in. Light comes on. So it is a touch screen. You can see right here, it is touch screen. Go ahead and go to English. Okay, so now it's asking you what side of the bed do you sleep on and what kind of bed. Do you have a single bed or do you have a double bed? Well, I sleep with a wife, so I have a double and I sleep on the left side of the bed. So it's gonna be whatever side you're looking at the bed. I actually sleep on the right side, but when you're looking at the bed, it's the left. So I'm looking at, there's little be dots on the screen. You really can't see the screen too much. Let me see if I can get it up in there. There's little be dots on there and it lets you know which side is which. So let me go ahead and go there, hit save. Sleep aid, I'm gonna go ahead and leave smart, hit save. Okay, then it says time setting method. I'm gonna hit AppNet, which is the internet. So now it finally gives me my QR code to go ahead and scan. So I'm gonna hit the scan button and it says give your device a name. It'll get you to connect to the Wi-Fi and then that's it. So now it says OTA upgrading, which means over the air install of the software update. Okay, so I've been using the device for about a week now. Let's go ahead and see what all it tells us and how much different this is than any other device. The first thing that's different is you don't have to wear nothing. That's gonna be right off the bat. You don't have to wear nothing. So as I'm sitting here, if I click volume, of course you have your volume level. If you click brightness, you got your brightness level, Wi-Fi, alarm, and of course wave, and you can wake up the device. All right, let's go over to watch faces. Here's watch faces. So you can change the way the face looks if you want something a little different. Really nice, cool. The music, soothe. So again, we'll hit confirm. You got quite a few different music tones that it will play through the little speaker. And again, all you do is you're gonna click on it and then it's gonna download, confirm, and then it pushes it to the device. Okay, down at the bottom, you have the device, that's everything for the device itself. You got health. So you can come in here and you can add in any medications that you take, put reminders on to take your meds at a certain time. So also in here, you got an indicator track. So right here, after enabling special indicator tracks, we will help you record sleep data related to those indicators. So you can add something in there as well. Okay, if we go to the far right, you got your profile. So you got your device management. If you need to delete the device or you don't want it no more, you can go ahead and take it off. Or if you're adding a device, say you have 2 devices on here, one for you, one for your wife or your husband, then you can do that as well. So next over from the profile, you got care. So if I go ahead and click on care, there's nobody in the bed right now and it's telling me that the bed is empty. If I laid in bed, it's actually going to start giving me some real-time data of what the statuses are. And right now it's telling me the bed is empty. You got awake, light sleep, REM, deep sleep. You can put alerts on, so you can alert on and offline, sleep report notification, abnormal vital signs alerts when out of normal range. So now let's go ahead and hit the sleep button. So here we are on the sleep. So again, I've been using it for a few days. One day I didn't realize it got unplugged, but it got unplugged so it didn't calculate me for April 2nd here. So if I go to the 30th, it gives me my sleep score for the 30th, which gives me an E. I still was trying to figure out where to actually install this at. So this one right here was kind of inaccurate because I didn't know exactly how to install it. And then here's where on the 31st is where I really started calculating my sleep. And it tells me, you know, everything in here, what time I went to sleep, how much hours I got, so on and so on. Again, on the 1st, it was a very rough night for me. It's telling me that I got 10 hours total, but it's also calculating if I'm just laying in bed watching TV and you're being still, and I'm a pretty still person when I'm just laying there in bed, it's calculating that as well. I do wish that there was a little bit better understanding if you were truly asleep, but even my smartwatch does that as well. Sometimes it'll calculate that I got more sleep than what I really did. Last night I do know was a really good night's sleep. I did wake up one time this morning around 7 o'clock. I thought I was gonna be up for good and actually dozed back off on a Saturday. So yeah, it was actually really nice to get a little extra sleep. So here's the AI insight, because this is where what I was just talking about a second ago about me laying in bed and I'm pretty still and it's thinking that I'm in bed. So it says you stayed in bed for 13 hours and slept for 9 hours. It says that I watched TV for about 4 hours, which actually I was actually remote accessing my computer and I was doing some work in bed. But I was just laying there. Nothing too dramatic, and of course my movements wasn't there, but it did detect that I was in the bed and I was there for about 13 hours, which is about correct because I was working for about 2 hours, put on a show for about an hour, and then I was starting to doze off, and then I turned everything out. Okay, fast forward 5 or 6 weeks now, and I'm gonna finish up my review on this Somndeep Sleep Pod. This thing is actually pretty cool. A lot of things that this thing can do. With the app on your phone, you can go ahead and set a pill reminder. So that's down to even if you take vitamins, right? So if you take vitamin B or multivitamin and you sometimes forget in the mornings, you can set that up where it reminds you. Yes. There's other apps out there that can remind you, and you can put little alarms on your phone. But this tracks your sleep and does everything else as well. One of the things that it does is you can actually share this with your doctor if you actually are having some type of sleep problems. This can give a lot more insight to your doctor, and you can give them remote access as well, and they can see the insight that you get to see on your end as well. Now, can your pill alarm do that? I don't think your pill alarm can do that. Well, what about your heart rate? So you have to wear a watch like this to get your heart rate. But I can take my watch off at night, let it charge up for the next day, and this takes my heart rate as well. Another thing, you're probably just saying, well, I can set up a reminder on my phone. Well, can that app on your phone for your pill reminder, can that let you know if you're sleepwalking? This can. So another thing that's pretty cool with this one versus a smartwatch that I haven't found on the Fitbits or the Samsung Galaxy is this actually has respiratory quality. This is not a medical device. Again, you can give some insight to your doctors. The little music is not too loud. If you have a fan on, like me, I sleep with a fan, so the music kind of gets drowned out a little bit by the fan, but again, we're going to sleep. You know, we need to get to our REM sleep. We need to go to sleep, and that's the big thing. So I do like the little rain noise and whatever, the nature with the birds and the frogs chirping. So there's a couple of good points to it as well on the music. Dimming the light on it's nice. That way you can dim it. Changing the faces, just like changing the watch face. And just so you know, it is roughly the same size, if not just a tad bit bigger than my Galaxy Ultra watch. About the same size screen on there. But all in all, I'm loving this. I'm loving to be able to go to sleep and not actually have my watch. And every once in a while, I will, you know, flop my arm over whatever, and my watch hits my wife in the head or the face. So it's actually been kind of nice and comforting that knowing that this watch won't knock her out while she's already asleep. But it's nice not to wear something and be bound by my watch. Not only that, I can charge my watch all through the night and I don't have to worry about it when I wear it the next day. So all in all, I think that this is worth it. I think that it's a good product. That's just my opinion on it. Tell me what you think. Leave it in the comment down below. Go ahead and check out here though. See if I think this is worth your money here in 2026. Check it out right here.